Hi everyone, welcome to the SMT TV channel. Okay, please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell on the right side to get a notification as and when I have the latest video. Show me some love, please like, subscribe and click the bell video. See you inside the channel.
So Collin, another question that I will ask is, as teenagers, right, we often correlate wealth as money. Is that a correct mindset?
Yeah, so some people when they feel that, hey, what is wealth? Wealth means to say you have a big car, you have a big house, you have things like that is wealth. But is that really wealth? Okay, so wealth in reality is not having all this big house, big car. Yeah, they may be symbol of wealth, but they are actually not wealth. Okay, so what is wealth? Wealth is actually, how I define wealth is how many days can you live forward without working. How many days you can live forward without working. That means, let's say example right now I stop work, okay, and all my expenses will come in. How many days can I survive without working? Do you know what I mean? Let's say I can survive indefinitely. That means if I stop working today, I can survive indefinitely, even with all the expenses, right? Then I'm very wealthy. But let's say if a person have big house, have big car, but once they stop working, the next month the bank will take away the house or the car, then the person is not wealthy. Do you follow what I'm saying? Yeah. So the definition of wealth, in my opinion, is how many days can you survive forward without working. So that's wealth. That's my first definition of wealth. The second definition of wealth is wealth is also a habit. Okay, it's a habit. What do you mean by wealth? What is a habit? Wealth is about, so imagine if it's a wealthy person, what a wealthy person will do. So he has certain habits that he do every day. He may watch his portfolio, he may do certain things, to continue to improve himself. So this is also an example of wealth. Okay, so example, you think of a wealthy person. What do you think is a wealthy person habit? Anybody? What do you think?
Spending money on good food.
Okay, that is the expenses one. Okay, so if that's what we call again on the previous video, we talked about a wealthy person will spend money on good food. Yes, that's true. Okay, but what is the wealth habit? How does a person continue to maintain his wealth besides spending money?
Say through investments.
Correct. Maybe trading, because we are a trading video, but it don't need to be trading. But at the end of the day, you see, if a wealthy person, besides all the things he spend on like food and good food and travel and things like that. Besides that, right, wealth is also a habit. So this person will be able to also manage his portfolio, watch how his money continue to grow, invest in himself. How much you invest in yourself. So you must think even as yourself as you are a machine. Okay, so how much this machine, right, will continue to produce. Do you follow what I'm saying? So in order to continue to be wealthy, so what you do is you continue to invest in yourself. Because normally with this kind of knowledge, right, you can produce this kind of wealth a year. But every year, if you take 10% of that income to reinvest to build a better version of yourself, then this machine can produce more wealth. Do you follow what I'm saying? So they're always thinking of how to improve yourself.
And what are some ways that you do to improve yourself?
So what are some ways to improve yourself? Like example, read books. Okay, read books that read widely. That means you read like myself. Almost every day I'll read. I read and then I commit myself to read quite a lot of books a year. I have a big number to read every year. And then on top of that, it's not really just a number. It's really about the feeling of improving yourself, a better version of yourself. So read is one thing. Going for courses is another thing. So every year I'll spend maybe 5 to 10% of my income to reinvest back to myself. Yeah, so I always get a better version of Collin. So my income producing ability will increase also.
Okay.
There's besides all the investments like in stocks or in other instruments, right? I invest in myself also. So to make my income making ability bigger in the future.
Okay. So that to you is more important than
Correct. So
investing in
yeah,
other equities. And
you can, of course, those are investing in others. It means you're investing in instrument like real estate or stocks or options. So these are instrument. But what is the biggest leverage? It's actually you know. Even more than your business, it's actually you know. If you invest in yourself, you get a bigger leverage. You actually can make more.
Okay.
Correct. You know, so that is number 2. Okay, so number 1 is to read, to go for courses, and also to listen. That means like podcasts, videos, YouTube, and things like that. Or even listen to people playing game, you know, listen to how people maybe people who are growing a business, people who are expert in their field, you know, and find out how they think. Yeah. So that's how you can also improve yourself. Someone once said that you are the same person, right? Now, compared to 5 years later, when you're the same person, except for the books you read and the people you mix with, you know. So you want to improve yourself, you improve the quality of books you read, or read more books, read more quality books, and also who you mix with. You must improve that network, and also not just network, is who you spend time with more. Do you know what I mean? If you spend time with people who are, everyone is just like thinking of how to spend more money, then end up you will be the same crowd. They're just concerned about buying a lot of stuff, you know, then you'll be the same. When you think of how to invest, how to be wealthy, then chances are you will become like that. Also, your thinking will be different. Do you follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.